Yo, yo, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the party, everyone. Talking a little bit about code today, programming, app development, web development, careers in app development. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Hey, hey. We are streaming on TikTok wait a minute. That's Instagram, that's TikTok, and that's YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Feel free to ask any questions about programming. What's up, Mohammed? Programming, app development, getting your first job, anything like that. I live and breathe this. This is my job, is to help you get jobs as programmers. So that's what I do. What's up, Neo, the Doge Gaming Forb? What's up? What's up? We missed you, bro. Hey, I missed you. I can't promise I'll be here permanently. The company's growing. But I bought a new house near Houston. I was in Austin, Texas before. Now I'm near Houston. And anyway, so I had to move into a new house. And so I'm still not fully moved in, but at least my internet's working. So feel free to ask any questions. Aluak Akraf says, why are you so much against college and getting a degree in computer science? Am I against it? So here's the thing. If you want to get a job as a programmer as quickly as possible, college is not the route for you. Okay? I have been doing this for a very long time. Since 2015, I have been training people to become programmers. I've been a programmer for over 15 years. I have helped hundreds and hundreds of people, if not thousands. I've taught over 500,000 people, so it's probably thousands. I've helped them get full-time jobs as programmers without any college. So when someone asks me, why are you so against college? It's because I can help you get a job as a programmer much faster than going to college. Now, if that's your goal, to get a job as a programmer as quickly as possible, college is not for you. Now, if you have the time and the money, 70,000 US dollars or higher usually, to go to a 4-year university for a computer science degree, it's not going to hurt. You're going to learn some core foundational things. You're going to learn C and C++ and some of those things that you wouldn't normally learn on your own. You're going to focus on data structures and algorithms at its core basic level. And those are all great things. Is it worth 70,000 US dollars? I don't think that it is. So if you want to make money as a programmer, like in less than a year, while working your full-time job, while learning it all on your own, then yeah, college is probably not for you. Anyway, that's it. That's all. That's it. Let's look at some of these comments here on YouTube. I'd love to thank you. Been an iOS dev for 4 years now. Started because you watched my Udemy course. Hey, that's awesome, Ajay. Congrats on your success. Feel free to ask any questions, anybody. Let me look over here on, what is this, Instagram? What's the starting point? Who needs to get into programming from a finance sector, non-tech industries? You can do whatever you want. You can learn Python or JavaScript, and front-end web development is a great place to start for beginners. It's one of the easiest paths. That's JavaScript, HTML, CSS. That's a really great and easy path to get started with. Is coding worth to learn if you may not go into that field in the end? I don't know. If you want to learn it for a reason, then learn. If you want to build a bot or something, sure. It's up to you, really. Udemy is better than most colleges. It can be. College gives you the accountability for sure, but there's other ways of getting accountability as well. Udemy has zero accountability, and it's just endless videos. Recommendation for Python from beginner to advanced. Mosh on YouTube. His name is Mosh, M-O-S-H, a friend of mine. He has a great course on Python on YouTube. Do you think Flutter web will replace JavaScript? No, nothing's going to replace anything. I tell people this all the time. Nothing's going to replace anything. Do we need to learn math to be a programmer? You can be a working programmer making $80,000 a year with basic junior high math. I know many people in that boat. Okay. What's the most difficult language in your opinion? C++ is one of the harder ones if we're talking about high level languages. I'm going to look here on the Tickety Talk. All right. The price depends on your country. In Germany, it costs around $1,000 a year. I'm doing both. Yeah, if you're in Europe and college is cheap, go ahead and do it. I mean, Europe also has greater requirements for college. In the United States, more and more companies couldn't care less if you have college degree. Even Apple hires people without college degrees. I'm not saying don't educate yourself. It is so important to keep getting better and learn data structures and algorithms. I'm talking about paying a lot of money for a 4-year degree. It's in the United States, it's just not necessary for programming. I'm learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript at the age of 16. Do you think I'm doing the right thing? That's a great place to start. You're going to be far ahead of everyone else. How long do I have to study HTML, CSS, and JavaScript before I can start freelancing? So usually like 3 months in, if you're really motivated, you could actually start taking on beginner HTML and CSS projects. In fact, that's kind of the title of today's stream is how to make $2,500 this week as a programmer. And what you could do, especially for web developers, if you know HTML and CSS, what you do is you go onto Upwork.com, and I kid you not, it's a numbers game. You want to get yourself a Loom video, record yourself on a Loom video for all the jobs you apply for. Apply for 10 to 15 jobs per day this week, okay? So long as you have the core skills, and you're going to send a video for all the applications, or a custom video for each one on Loom, Loom, it's free. And you say, hey, John, my name is Mark. I'm super excited, or your job is super exciting. This is what I do. I help customers, do this and that, whatever your skill is. So if it was like someone who needs a website for their restaurant, you say, hey, I help restaurants get 2x the revenue by helping them build mobile responsive websites that have menus and DoorDash integrated into them. And you kind of just build a package for them. And when you go into your first deal or call, and you explain it, you can say right there on the spot, I charge $2,500. It's a package. It comes with this and that. And you can get your first deal closed this week if you applied for 10 to 15 jobs a day. It's a numbers game, right? So you want to filter out the ones that are going to pay low, and then you go for the one that pays high, and you come in with confidence at a higher price at $2,500. Now, you probably want to have some JavaScript skills at this point. Getting a CSS job purely for that amount is going to be hard. But if you can find like a React or JavaScript project, you can come in with confidence and close a package. Okay, we're not talking about hourly, we're talking about packages. Selling packages is the best way to make the most money the most quickly on Upwork.com. And so if you want to learn more about my strategies and how I close those kind of deals, Google DevSlopes Podcast Freelancing. DevSlopes Podcast Freelancing. It'll teach you all the mechanics you need to do to actually close those big deals. And you can make $2,500 this week. You really can. I help my students do this at the DevSlopes Academy. Look at some of these comments here. Do you teach data structures and algorithms? I do teach those, yes, at the DevSlopes Academy. Can you talk about the 50% off the course? Jose, I'm not sure what you mean, the 50% off the course. Can you succeed as a freelancer if there are already so many freelancers? See, that's a common misconception. Everyone's like, there's so many, I can't do this. The reality is there's many crummy freelancers. This is what they do. They send a message on Upwork that says, dear kind sir, I can do HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and they list a bunch of technologies. Please kindly consider me. And yeah, nobody wants to hire that. When you got to step into the shoes of somebody who is getting a project, right? They want a result. Okay. I'm building an app right now. It's for my personal brand. I write books, and I have an audio app coming out. Like it's kind of like Audible, a little bit different. And what I want as a business owner is I want people to help me build the thing that I need. Yeah, I'm thinking about cost, but what I'm more so thinking about is how do I create an amazing user experience, right? And so if I'm going to hire for this project, I want to know that the person I'm hiring has my back, that they're invested in it, okay? If somebody comes to me and says, think about this. If someone comes to me and says, hey, Mark, I can build this app for you. I charge $50 an hour. I'll do whatever you say. Well, that's, even if it's $10 an hour, that's not what I want. I don't want somebody who knows how to build an iPhone app or Android app. Like, I need somebody who knows apps. And like, if somebody came to me and says, hey, Mark, I know that you want to build an Audible app. Not only can I build this for you, but I'll make sure your app has analytics. So from day one, you know if your users are actually liking the app. In fact, the way I work is I don't actually just charge hourly where, you know, we just build endless features and it's all on you. Like I make sure that the things that we build are actually working and they're using the best practices. I make sure that we collaborate every single week together to make sure that we're on the same page. And if we need to change features out and put new ones in, that's what we're going to do. I work with my clients hand in hand to make sure that their users are loving the app. And also on top of it, you know, I'll add offline support and data caching all for free as part of this. So your users can actually listen to it when it's offline. Like, and if someone came to me like that, I would be like, oh my gosh, yeah, where do I sign? Right. But if someone's like, dear kind sir, I can build app for you, $10 US dollar an hour. Please kindly consider me. Like that's going in the trash can. I'm not going to hire somebody who sends me that, right? Because I need somebody who cares about my product. And so as you as freelancers, that's what you need to do. You need to care about the thing you're going to work on. That's why you send a personalized video. You research what they're doing. You get invested in their product. And then it's not about hourlies and dollars. What it's about is, can you provide them a solution to their problem? And the technology doesn't even matter. And I tell this to people all the time. They say, Mark, you know, you're teaching us JavaScript and React, but so many websites are asking for WordPress. And I can't find jobs. And this is what I tell them. I say, apply for it anyway. The clients don't know what they need. A business owner will go on to, a friend of a business owner will say, hey, what should I build my website on? Someone will be like, oh, we use WordPress. So then the friend goes and posts on Upwork, says, I need a WordPress website. Do they really need it? No, they don't know anything. They don't know what they're talking about. So what you do is you come in and you find out that this is a lawyer and they need a website, okay, where they publish content and stuff. So if you know JavaScript and React and maybe Contentful, you say, hey, Mr. Lawyer, I build websites for professionals. I have a 2-day turnaround. I can implement your address, your phone number. I can implement, you know, this and that for you. And I will help you get more clients. It's SEO friendly, so more people will find you. You can get more deals. Like if I approach it like that and then say that's how we build it, the technology doesn't even matter, right? You need to add value to these clients. So that's how you close the big deals, is doing what I just did right here. You bring value to the customer. You're not just giving them technology. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to manage a programmer. Like if you're a freelancer, you're not a programmer. You are a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. You are a provider of solutions to problems. Okay, let's look at some of these questions here. Do you think learning HTML and CSS on YouTube is a good idea? That's a great place to start. Is a 6-figure salary an unreasonable goal if not working for a big tech company? Yes, startups pay 6 figures. If you can find a good startup company, they pay 6 figures. Do you recommend getting a computer science degree in China? It's cheap. I have no idea, but if it's cheap, I mean, go for it. I don't know. Which languages did I master? I know Swift, I know C#, I know Java, I know Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, some other ones I can't remember. I've got a lot of questions. Can I learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and get a job? Yep. Is PHP dead? PHP is not dead. It's in millions of websites, but I will say it's declining and has been declining in popularity. Like new companies they don't come sit down at a table and say, okay, we're going to build a brand new product. Should we build it in PHP, right? Nobody's doing that. No big companies are saying, let's build this in PHP. PHP has been around for a long time. A lot of things were built on it. A lot of legacy stuff's built on it. It's still highly used, especially in India, but companies are not going, let's start a brand new project in PHP. It's declining. You can look that up. It's declining. How do you know that you're ready to take on freelance jobs? Usually if you can do like APIs and networking, like you can write code that talks to servers and download data, you can take on freelance projects. Aren't most startups volatile? Yeah, they are. I mean, some only last 1 year, some last 5 years, but whatever, right? You're going to learn so much in 1 year at a startup. When the company's done, you have a year's worth of experience. You can get a job anywhere. That's why I say startups are amazing, because not only do you get paid well, but you have to learn so much so fast, because you always have to deliver. And so you're always learning new things. If you want to if you want to get experience as fast as possible and learn as many technologies as possible. Work for a startup. You will learn so fast. And at the end of that 1 year, you could go get really any job you want, any mid-level job you want. I promise. All right. What would you suggest for someone with lots of experience in PHP? Well, if you know PHP, just use it. Go into Upwork.com. There's still lots of demand for it. Just go build projects. Go do freelance stuff. That's fine. So what do you recommend startups for the experience? Appreciate your wisdom. So you recommend startups for the experience? Oh yeah. First job, if you can go work for a startup, that's great, because the big companies like Google, they're hard to get into. You gotta be a master of many things. But working for a startup, they just need code. They need it fast, and you're going to learn so much, and you're going to get real world experience. Startups are the easiest companies to get into, and who cares if you're only there for a year? Even if the company got shut down after a year because they ran out of funding, who cares? You just got so much experience, and they pay very well. Okay. Let's look over here. Can you succeed as a freelancer if there are already so many? Okay, we talked about that. All right, where are we? Oh, stop it. I'm just looking through here on the gram. Is creativity a need to code? Not necessarily. When did you start programming? You may be 36 years old. Yeah, I'm 36, I think. I think I'm 36. I started programming like 15 years ago, professionally. Is it okay if you're not able to make an app from scratch as a junior iOS developer? You should learn to do that. Is Angular better than React for companies, big projects? Better is not a great word, but there's good reasons to use it for lots of projects for sure. Do we need to learn math to be a programmer? You just basic junior high math to get started. Is 29 years old too late to start learning? No, you could learn in less than a year and be working a year from now. How to become a full stack developer? What's the best path for that? Full stack development, the easiest path in my opinion is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and Node. Mongo database, that's a good place to start for full stack web development. How to get the most of the 30-day code challenge. So if you sign up for our 30daycodechallenge.com, the best way to get the most out of it is every single day you do the project, you do the assignment. That's the best way. It's about daily progress. And also, if you join the 30-day code challenge, which by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the 30-day code challenge it's about to start in a couple of days. Let me put the link here on YouTube at least. The 30-day code challenge is about to start in a couple of days. It's 30 days of intensive programming, data structures, algorithms. We teach you from scratch. We've got from absolute beginners. We also have advanced challenges for those who already know how to code. And every single day you submit an assignment, and you have to complete it within 30 days because you lose access after 35 days. You lose access to the course, to the program. It's not a course, actually. You have coaches helping you. Every day you do it on your own schedule. You do some training, and then you do the coding challenge and you submit it. Every single day for 30 days. It's designed to get your skills up super fast. Okay, that's 30daycodechallenge.com. If you want to learn to code really fast, 30-day period of time to just kickstart your whole career in this field, that's the place to start. We have it in JavaScript and in the Swift programming language. In what ways PHP used mostly as a programming language or as a backend for web? It's kind of backend, but also kind of front end. It's this really ugly language where it's like a scripting language that injects data into your front end. It's like templating. So that's how it typically works and how it's been used in the past. It can be its own backend, but if you're going to write a pure backend in PHP, you might as well write it in a different language that is much better. PHP is not a great programming language. It doesn't have a lot of features of other programming languages. It's not a happy language. So I would recommend other languages for pure backend stuff. Unless that's all you know, that's fine. Hi, bro, from Colombia. Bienvenidos, mi amigo. Is VS Code good for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Yes, it is. How can I be a professional with JavaScript? What websites give projects that I can work on? You go to Upwork.com, take on freelance work, just build React websites, front-end websites. Sorry if I'm missing some of these questions on Instagram. I'm way behind. Is SQL important? It can be. It's worth learning if you want to get jobs with SQL. How would you build data analytics software for public use? Oh my gosh, there's so many ways you could do that. I can't even get into that. What's the highest paying job someone has gotten from your product? One of my students right now, he's on Instagram. His name is Henry. I was trying to think of his Instagram handle, the App Doctor. So on Instagram, he's the App Doctor. He makes $180,000 a year right now as a mobile architect for mobile apps. That's the highest salary I am aware of. I do know, well, that's not true. I do know there's quite a few freelancers who, like, that's the full-time job. Highest I know for a full-time job. I do know quite a few freelancers who are making that or more. But freelancing is a whole different ballgame, right? You're like running a business. Then one of my students, very first job recently, a very first job paid $120,000 for their very first job in the United States. A lot of the average though is around $85,000 a year for starting salaries. That's for junior web developer, junior iOS developer, junior Android developer. They're in the $85,000 range on average. How do you get jobs with Flutter? Definitely through Upwork.com. There's no full-time work for Flutter really. I'm learning C# for cross-platform development. It's a good choice. It's good for Unity. Don't use Xamarin. Xamarin's a piece of junk. If you're really serious about building mobile apps and stuff, like go native or learn Flutter. Xamarin's junk. It's complete junk. I want to get into coding, but I struggle on understanding tips. I'm not sure what you mean, but if you just keep practicing code and actually writing code, you'll get better. Like do my 30-day code challenge.com. If you do that, your core problem solving skills will increase significantly, I promise. What would you suggest in place of PHP? Well, yeah, there's so much you could do. Node.js is huge. Python and Django or Python and Flask. Like, I mean, even Ruby on Rails is a great backend solution. But honestly, Node.js and Python and Flask, like, if you already know PHP, stick with it. But I wouldn't learn it as a new tool set, honestly. Should I go for WordPress for website building? You can. There's huge demand for it. I know WordPress developer freelancers who are making $10,000 to $15,000 a month closing deals for WordPress websites. So WordPress is everywhere. So there's huge opportunities there. Full-time jobs, not so much, but freelancing for sure. Okay. I'm 26, considering career change from finance to computer science. What is the best place to start? Do some YouTube tutorials first to see if you even like coding. And if you do like it, you can take some courses on Udemy. They're like $10, or you can do something like join a boot camp, or you could join the DevSlopes Academy. The DevSlopes Academy is my training program. It's a coaching program. It's different from boot camps. Boot camps have a start date and end date, and you got to be there in person or with live teachers. And I don't think that's effective. And then when it's done, they kick you out, whether you have a job or not. What we do is we train you. You can take the program while you're working a full-time job. We grade your assignments. We coach you. We mentor you. We help you with your resume. And we keep working with you until you are a paid developer. You actually don't get kicked out. We work with you until you pass that job interview, until you get that job, and we keep working with you. So as often as you submit projects, assignments, we'll grade them, we'll review them, we'll help you with your resume, we'll help you close freelancing deals. Not only that, we have a new thing. It's coming out, or it's actually already out, but I haven't announced it yet. But basically, we've integrated freelancing into our program, where we help every single student now close 3 paid freelancing jobs. So before you even graduate, you take on 3 paid projects to actually make cash to help you get your first full-time job with all the coaching and everything else inside. So that's devslopesacademy.com. That's the fastest way, in my opinion. Keep in mind, I said the fastest. The fastest way, in my opinion, to become a paid developer is the DevSlopes Academy, because we keep you accountable, we train you, we actually help you, we make you get paid projects, and then we help you get your full-time job, and we don't kick you out like boot camps do. So that's devslopes.com/apply if you're interested in learning more. Devslopes.com/apply. Oh, and I forgot. Right now we have a 4th of July promotion. Now this, 4th of July holiday in the United States. 4th of July promotion. If you go to devslopes.com/apply, you can get a huge discount on the DevSlopes Academy right now until the 4th of July, if you enroll before then. So that is limited time offer happening right now. devslopes.com/apply. Now's a chance to do it and save some money. Does DevSlopes have a full stack developer course? Yeah. So our web program is full stack, and we help you close freelance projects and help you build the kind of projects customers are looking for on Upwork.com, which will then help you build your resume so you can get your full-time job. Yep. I learned a lot from you. Got my first project. How much should I charge for a website? Oh man, there's so much that goes into that. But here's what I recommend. I always recommend you pick packages, okay? You create a package, like a niche. You say, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'll deliver it in this period of time. If you create a nice package with a fixed price, you can make more money. It's up to you. Does this include foreign students? Yeah, our 4th of July promotion does include foreign students. We have students all around the world. You can get a discount worldwide up until July 4th. It's a good one too. Really great discount, incentivizing people to change their lives, gain financial independence, making great money as a programmer. What is the best way to learn JavaScript? So many ways. You could do the 30daycodechallenge.com. That's 30 days of coaching and mentorship as you learn to code. Okay. This sounds too good to be true. Well, it's not free. I mean, DevSlopes Academy is not free, right? So, I mean, there's that. But, what we believe in is working with people like an apprenticeship. Like the problem with boot camps is they have teachers in a building, and that costs a lot of money. And then they have to get housing for students, or they do it online, but you have to quit your job to do it, right? So only like 20-year-olds to 25-year-olds can even do the program, and they're probably living with their parents or things like that. And so what about everyone else who wants to change their careers, right? So I wanted to create something where people could work their full-time jobs, do the program, but also get the accountability. Accountability is key. When you do a Udemy course, all you do is watch videos, okay? When you join the DevSlopes Academy, you have somebody who's looking at your code, who's coaching you and mentoring you. You have to submit projects, okay? You have to. That's part of the program. You get people who actually coach you and help you with your resume and through all your coding problems, all of the things that you don't get on Udemy and elsewhere. And so I just really believe in that style of learning, continual learning application with coaching and mentorship. Should I become a full-time freelancer or go 9 to 5? That's up to you. It's your personality. It's up to your personality. As a freelancer, you got to kind of be an entrepreneur. Can I work for a U.S. company from EU? The pay in U.S. is way better. You can, Roland, but it typically requires a work visa, and you have to come here. I honestly don't know any developers who live in EU and working remotely for the United States. On Upwork.com as a freelancer, sure, but in the United States, we don't go out and hire people from different countries. Some companies set up an office in different countries, like, Amazon might set up an office in London and something like that, but that's different, right? Like actually working for a US company, you typically have to get a work visa and come here to the United States. Let's stop simping, my brothers. Let's stand united and oppose machine apocalypse. Nathan says, how do you deal with imposter syndrome? It's very hard. You need a mentor. You need somebody who's coaching you, who's working with you. Find some friends, go to meetup.com, find a group of people. Imposter syndrome is something that we deal with in the DevSlopes Academy all the time. I'm constantly sending personal messages to people who are frustrated, who are sad, who are depressed, who want to quit because they can't think they can do it. You just work past it, but you need someone there for you. What's your opinion for game development? If you're passionate about games, do it. It's super rewarding. I love games. I wasn't passionate enough, I guess, to start my own company, but one day I hope to have my own little game studio. Sir, after knowing Node, React, React Native, where to go then? UI, UX, or learning native technology like Swift and Kotlin? Makami, first off, stop posting your stuff or I'm going to boot you. I'll ban you with the ban hammer. It's super annoying. Secondly, if you know those things, you need to get paid. Okay, become a 6-figure developer on Upwork.com before you start learning more stuff. Learning more stuff's not going to help you. You're not going to make more money. You're not going to do anything. Make money, get really good with the things that you know right now. Okay? What do you think about Rust? It's a cool programming language. It's growing in popularity, and there's some high-paying jobs for it. Okay, Makami, I unfortunately, okay, you got rid of your stuff. Okay. No, you're still posting this stuff. All right. I'm just going to stop you. You're going on timeout. Please stop posting. I've been working on JavaScript projects for about a month now. I can make Blackjack, Quiz app, to-do list, things like that. Should I continue working on projects or start with React? Rami, you're doing great. Learn React. I built an app in JS and need a little database. Should I use Firebase or even learn Node? Either or. Firebase is great. You don't have to learn a new language, but you have to learn their framework. Node is great as well too. Lots of companies are hiring for Node, for full-time jobs. So you might get further knowing Node than you would Firebase. But Firebase is great for freelancing. So have a website named DevSlopes where to buy your course. So we have courses on Udemy. I know you mentioned Udemy, but we don't make anymore. We don't make courses anymore. All we do now is we have our 30-day code challenge. That's 30daycodechallenge.com, where you have 30 days of intensive coding in JavaScript or Swift, and you learn data structures and algorithms, and you have coaching. And then we have the DevSlopes Academy for iOS, for Android, and for web. This is a coaching and mentorship program. It's like a boot camp, but better. And it's immersive, and we help you get jobs. So we don't have the courses. We don't sell the courses anymore. There's some older ones on Udemy, but we don't make new courses anymore. We're focused right now on helping people get jobs. Why do you not answer me? Al Ayala. What did you say? Al Ayala. I'm looking. Why did I not answer you? Because I'm streaming on TikTok, on Instagram, and on I can't find your question. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube here. Woo! As a 15-year-old who is starting with React, what is the best way to approach it? Just start learning it on YouTube, wherever. Just start building stuff. Don't worry about it. Just go build some projects, learn some stuff. Hey, Mark, can you make a video on how to start a tech startup during college? That's kind of a cool video. I'll screen capture this. I like making videos like that. Where's the guy with the cool haircut? Jason. So I recently moved into a new house, and now Jason actually just bought a house too. And so I'm back on here for now, until he's back in business. What's your TikTok account? It's just DevSlopes. Everything's DevSlopes. DevSlopes podcast, DevSlopes Instagram, DevSlopes TikTok, DevSlopes Twitter, DevSlopes YouTube. Just search DevSlopes. You'll find it. Yeah. I'm from Istanbul. I can consider joining your academy. Yeah. Yep. We've got people around the world. Is C# good for someone to start learning to code? Yeah, that's a great language. It's great. Question asked, Ajay. DevSlopes is amazing, but I can't afford it. Well, did you say you're 15? I mean, you got time. Just keep learning to code. You'll be fine. Your name should also be Develops. Hello, sir. I want to learn web development from you. Go ahead. Learn it. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Rami, we have financing too. I know you're 15, but I don't know if you have parents or family. We've got financing available as well. We try to make it easy for everyone to get in. All I know is C++. Would you recommend learning front-end languages technology, since most companies rarely hire junior devs for back-end? So yes, that's right. I recommend that you learn front-end and or full stack to get your first job. I know people like to argue with me on this, but if you do searches, there are far less junior jobs for back-end developers than there are for front end. Typically the back end is sacred. It's, it can be destroyed. You want competent developers who are good with data structures and algorithms. I'm not saying you can't get a job doing that if you're passionate about it, but if you want the easiest entry path, I would say start with the front end and then move into the back end. Yep. Do you teach versioning in my challenge, like Git? If that's the case, no, I don't teach Git in the 30-day code challenge. It's pure code. Yep. All right, everyone. I'm going to wrap this up. Do I teach web scraping? No, I don't teach web scraping. I'm going to wrap this up, everyone. Thank you for showing up here. If you would like to join the 30-day code challenge and have 30 days of data structures and algorithms and learning to code, that's 30daycodechallenge.com. It starts like tomorrow or the day after. Get in right now because it's about to close. And then we have a 4th of July promotion going on for DevSlopes Academy. That's our immersive coaching program where we will coach you until you are a paid developer. This is worldwide. Anyway, anyone in the world can join it. DevSlopes Academy. So it's devslopes.com/apply. devslopes.com/apply. The promotion ends July 4th, and you can get a great discount right now. We only do like a couple of deals per year. So this is one of the deals. Right now, you can get in at a great discount. devslopes.com/apply. Thanks, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow.